Okay, I think this is recording, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump into it. We're gonna look at DXY firstly, and if we're looking at DXY, let's start off the daily. Let's look at the weekly first. We're in the zone, a lot of demand, pushed out of it, broke that ceiling. So we have a lot of buyers in the market on a weekly and a daily basis. We push out, pulling back, kind of making that demand zone. So if we're gonna push out of it, we'd be coming up here. Currently on the 4-hour, we had this floor here that was not able to be broken, kind of create a quasi 4 bottoms. You can see bearish engulfing, create another floor, and it's now pushing up. I wouldn't be surprised if DXY wanted to break the ceiling or if this supply zone to move to the supply zone on the 4-hour basis. As you can see on this 1 hour, we have this floor from New York session as well as our day high of the day. So market opened, we retested it, pushed off of this or demand zone that New York created, went up to the high of the day, kind of pushed above it, but we could be falling below. Just want to see, we're just going to be patient and wait what it wants to do. Currently DXY is kind of falling down, but our trading window's not till here, so it might want to tap this demand zone and push forward again, or it'll crash right through it. We'll see what it wants to do. But right now it's currently interacting with our yesterday's high of the day. This is one floor it could be interacting with. But it also could just break right through it. We'll see what it wants to do. You never know. So what we're doing is I have bullish projections for DXY that it breaks through this zone. Yeah, the zone was created, it was already tapped a couple times. Kind of breaking through it. Wouldn't be surprised if it pushes through. And if DXY wants to push upward, I wouldn't be surprised if these want to push down. Because if you're looking at, let's start with AU. Daily, we push down, retrace all last week. I wouldn't be surprised if this week we wanted to go bearish. On our 4-hour, let me take the colors off. We came up to this zone. This floor acted as a new ceiling. So as you guys can kind of see, we got a high here. We kind of broke above it, broke right below it. That's on our 4-hour zone. So it looks like it's almost kind of creating a quasi right here to take us lower. But we had to see and wait. The zone has been tapped a couple times, so I wouldn't be surprised if it wants to break through. Right now, if we're looking at this 1 hour, we have yesterday's high of the day and the low of the day, previous high of the day, previous low of the day. We broke above it, but market closed right below it again. And it's like as if this shoulder is holding over here as well, so we could possibly see some sellers come back in this area before tanking, or we can just start tanking down. We never know. But it looks as if it might be trying to continue going lower because this breaks below. The market broke above the high of the day, went below it again, and crashed below it. Asian session opened up, it gave us a high, kind of gave us a low. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's kind of creating a quasi to fall back down. It's kind of losing momentum to go up, so wouldn't be surprised. It's creating these demand zones. Shoulder, head, shoulder, retest the shoulder. I'm gonna place a sell just because I want to see what's gonna happen. You never know. I'm just gonna place a penny. 75.87. I'm just going to place it above this head. So 1.5. Now I'm going to take it down to here. That's when I should be hopping on the charts for this recording, but it's already cool. I'm already on it. We're going to take it down to here, 1 to 3. I'm going to place the stop loss right above it. It is 75,885. Okay, we're just going to leave it like that. Wouldn't be surprised if it wanted to break through. So this is how we just build a bias. Created a 5-minute ceiling, couldn't break it. Retapped it, couldn't break. I wouldn't be surprised if this wants to sell off, especially looking at what DXY is doing for us. You never know, but that's my idea so far. Okay, so we also have to wait for our trading window to open up. So at this rate, a lot of things don't matter too much, but we'll see where this wants to take us or what it wants to do. Oh, took us already out to sell already. It doesn't really fucking matter. Probably could have put it above here. You see that? It's kind of creating another quasi. If it creates a bull bearish candle, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just gonna sell again. 75, 87, 87.3. Stop loss above the head. Spread, always try to consider spread. 1 pip. So boom. This is about 1 pip, I think. So 75.9 would be an easy one. 75.9. If stop loss is at 75.9. That's a 3 pip stop loss. Going for that much still looks fine. Whatever. Okay, so we're gonna move on to GU right now. GU, almost the same idea as AU. If DXY wants to start pushing upward out of this consolidation zone, I wouldn't be surprised if GU wants to push through this demand zone down here. Especially if we're looking at our, weeks and our days. I'm gonna go right here. Let me see. The previous day here was, or week was the 20th, 13th. I just want to look at what it was when it started that week. This week was bearish. We got a retracement to it. And I wouldn't be surprised if it wants to do that. But regardless, let's keep seeing what we're doing. Yeah. Retrace. We get a push, and then down? I don't know. But 4 hour, we're already in bearish market flow. Pushing down to this demand zone. Kind of retraced off of it. But as you can see, we've already broken this previous low of the day. And we're looking at this. Let me turn on this real quickly. Yeah, we had a sell off. And I don't know if we're going to break above our previous low of the day. So we could just be seeing this as like a new ceiling and might be creating a quasi right here to sell off. Wouldn't be surprised. And right here, it's kind of creating that quasi. But we're going to do this real quickly. Unless he wants to break below it. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm seeing. It's giving, Asian has given us, this was Asian high. Wait, so we sold below our previous low of the day. We made a new low. Market opened. Tapped that low. Yeah, this was yesterday's low of the day, so I should put it right here. So opened, hit the low of the day, came up, kind of creating that quasi. But I don't know if it's going to push all the way up because there's this quasi right here that I'm seeing. So if that's the case, yeah, it looks like it might want to continue falling. This is a modern day hope. Why would I put what I want in the globe? Do not do bad. They gotta pick out your dough. It looks like a right shoulder. Retap of that right shoulder. Sell off. You never know. We'll see what it wants to do. But yeah, these are kind of my guesstimates. So if anything, I'm just gonna place a alarm up here in case it wants to fall from that ceiling. And that's an impulse zone, kinda, unless it's already fallen from there. It really might be. Okay, the quasi looks like it's falling. I don't know, and we're not gonna try to guesstimate anything. AU, I'm looking at this. Break, retest, follow through. Break, retest, follow through. I don't know. But I just took a sell because I just wanted to see what it's going to do. With that being said, I kind of have bearish projections for these two, especially if DXY wants to give me bullish looks right now. But it just depends on how it reacts to this yesterday's high of the day. So we'll see. The market still hasn't opened fully, so in due time, we'll figure it out. Till then, till next time, done.